Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets.
Had some stuff on this too. Sure. Maybe we'll talk about that. Anyway, so we get data from StatSync on this, and that data contains X and Y coordinates on the field for every ball that gets hit in the but those X and Y coordinates are determined by, as you're saying, Mark, you know, college players watching the game. I think they have one guy at the stadium and two guys watching on TV, and they have some kind of sheet, and then they mark it, and that's the data that we get. So the problem in this case is that the left field wall is 18 feet high. So not only is the X and Y coordinate that we're getting not terribly accurate, but we really want to know what the Z coordinate, and we don't have any information on it. So what we did was we did things like where we would plot all the balls that were hit at Citi Field, and we had had the diagram of where the outfield fence was. But it didn't really tell you that much because for the reasons that I pointed out. So you'd have things like where you'd have a double going farther than a home run in certain cases, which logically doesn't make any sense. And then you don't know where the ball landed on the wall. It could be at the top of the wall, it could be at the bottom of the wall, and these are very different outcomes. So we did a lot of that stuff, and we looked at moving in the fence and how many extra home runs would it add and that kind of thing. But at the end, so we had a variety of different sort of scenarios where if we moved in the fence this much, how many extra home runs would that create? But in the end, we ended up identifying like a candidate set of, I don't know, maybe like 150 balls that we felt like were in play one way or the other. And we really didn't know which way it was going to turn out, so we had interns watch video and be like, well, this one, it was either yes, no, or maybe. And that was what we ended up with.
Fox News and a profile in the New York Times predicting in 2007 that the Mets would beat the Yankees, and Timo Perez, some relatively obscure Met, would be a hero. Well, you remember the first game. Timo Perez was on base when Todd Zeile hit what should have been a home run and hit the top of the fence, and he was thrown out at the plate. And of course, our relief corps, Franco and Benitez, couldn't hold the lead. And my prediction that the Mets would win in 7 games turned out to be totally false. I have egg in my face ever since. And I feel that I put the curse of the Bambino on the Mets. But I wanted to know, this is also part of my confession. I realized after that series that God was a Yankee fan and I became an atheist.